how are you doing?
We're really good, thank you.
Good, thanks.
Congratulations for the gig. It was great. Great energy.
Thank you, thank you so much. It was so weird. Like when we started, there was like one person in the audience, and all of a sudden I looked up, and there were a lot more people. I was like, okay, this is nice. This is really nice.
It's Friday, so people are maybe too tired to come, but at least there were
Yeah,
some.
the audience energy was really good.
Yeah, it's surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
but I
enjoyed.
wish there were more people because I think that your show deserves more people.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's a great compliment.
Yeah.
For those that don't know Roju, would you mind to introduce yourself and give us some biographical hints?
All right, you start.
I am Joni, the guitar player.
Juha, the bassist.
I'm Topias, I'm drummer.
There are three people besides us. There's Tero, the other guitarist, Arkat, our DJ, and Tuomas, our singer. He's there. And we're a modern new metal band from Finland. We've been active since 2020. We started in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah, the lockdown just started and we released our first song.
Yeah, so it took like 2 years before we even did our first live show.
Okay.
So it was interesting time. It was interesting time.
It was a challenge.
Yeah, Corona.
Yeah.
Was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had like time to like focus on just making new songs and new music and like finding our style basically. So maybe it was a good thing.
Yeah, I think it served us.
Yeah.
And you released an EP in 2021, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Tuomas came in 2023
Yeah.
as new
Yeah.
singer. So after that it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 singles, and now you are going to release a debut album. Am I right?
Well, that's what we're working towards,
Yeah.
but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
At least an EP. At
Yeah.
least an EP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, new music coming
Yeah.
in some form.
Yeah.
And this year you release 3.
Yeah,
three
it's
songs.
January, February, and April.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just released the new song Solipsism
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So what can you tell about those 3 songs that you released this year?
Oh, where to start?
Um,
Well, they're all like, well, part of something new. Something new, like a whole new identity. Like, this is pretty much the Roju sound we've been working towards for a long time. It's still like evolving, and each of the songs is really different from each other. But I think there's still like a red thread holding on all of them together, so they sound like us. With each song, I think like different aspects are like shown. There's a lot of clean vocals, more of the new classic nu metal bounce with psycho. Well, earlier, God Complex I also counted as part of these songs. Well, it's definitely the most heaviest song we have ever released.
yeah, it's a fierce track with no clean vocals and it's just bam, bam, bam from start to finish. And yeah. And then we are planning to release one more single, probably in the summer, and maybe.
And after that, we'll
Yeah,
see.
we're always working on stuff, but we don't want to like lock things too early.
Yeah, it's still too early to say, but new stuff is always in the works.
Yeah.
Okay. And talking about your music influences, I know it's a big question because everyone has its own influences. But if you think about your band, what are the bands that you think that inspire you more?
Well, basically, like the early nu metal bands, Korn, Slipknot, Deftones stuff, and then we don't want to be just a throwback band, like a tribute to just that era. We want to like incorporate like modern elements, like metalcore, even hardcore in one of our songs, and we basically our idea is that we don't want to lock ourselves like in a strict like box. We want to like explore different sounds that keeps it interesting, and that's been like the thing from the start. and we feel like we haven't even like done nearly all the styles we want. We want to do like a lot of different stuff in the future as well. So
Yeah, we want to dive like more into trap and hip hop
yeah,
sounds,
some rap
and
stuff.
also even more low tuned stuff with
Yeah.
a lot heavier, like knocked loose kind of thing.
Yeah,
Alpha
yeah.
Wolf, something like this.
Definitely, yeah. And influences change. Sometimes the influence comes from like movies or books or even news, like that sparks
Yeah,
the idea.
God Complex is really heavily inspired by the Doom soundtrack.
Yeah,
Mick
yeah.
Gordon stuff.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It was like I want to make a song that is basically Mick Gordon style, and started messing with some synth stuff, and then went from there.
Yeah, we like to keep it open, so
Yeah.
we can basically do whatever we feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We don't want to be like, okay, we are just like
Yeah,
this
just
one
classic
yeah,
nu metal.
Yeah. We don't want to
because-
be like that. We don't want to like
Yeah, we don't want to be like
corner ourselves.
yeah, we don't want to be like a Linkin Park or Limp Bizkit cover band.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. We want to be
You
like
want-
current, but also like have the
New.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go with the flow with what it
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
right for
Mm.
you in that moment.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. And so for what I understood while you were talking, the music come first and then the lyrics. Am I right?
Yeah. It's like basically like instrumental parts first, and then we start to like think about vocal parts, and like the lyrics are basically depends on the song.
Mm.
So who is the most active in starting a new song?
Well,
Johnny-
basically,
Johnny
I
definitely.
write basically everything. So yeah. I send like a riff or idea to the boys, and they check if it's good or bad, and if it's bad, then we throw it in the trash, and then if it's good, then I continue the idea
Yeah.
and go further. And
Yeah, we start bouncing some ideas
yeah,
like this.
the
and go
guys,
like dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
dun,
the guys go like, yeah, make this chord something else, or throw this type of riff next, and then it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, and after that, like the raw structure is done. After that, everyone works on their own part, and
Yeah.
so it usually like changes quite a lot actually.
Yeah, they go quite a lot of
When-
changes.
yeah, yeah.
Like our drummer Topias goes like he rearranges all the drum parts like totally different from the demo I made, and then Juha comes with some interesting bass parts, and then Roope, our DJ.
Yeah, he
adds
always surprises
We're
us. We
always like,
never have no
"What?
idea
We
what.
ne-" Yeah, and we're like always. It always. Like, I think our turntablist DJ is like the glue that like this is Roju sound. Like when he
Yeah.
does his thing, it's
Yeah, it's surprising, and like really ties
yeah,
everything to like
yeah,
this is it.
yeah,
It's always the finishing touch.
yeah. Like the small like little sprinkle on top.
Yeah, and he also works a lot with Tuomas with vocals, so they don't intervene with each other, and they support. Like in Solipsism, there were lines, like parts where there were supposed to be vocals, but then we used samples that Roope had, like "This is War." There used to be like the part of some vocal part there, but then we were like, oh, we're gonna do like a dialogue, like we
Yeah.
switched them up, so it really worked in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where did you record the songs?
Basically, we record most of our stuff like at home studios. Like everyone has like a home setup. Except drums, we go record to a proper studio, and sometimes we use like different spaces for vocal recording, and depends on basically the song what it requires.
Yeah.
But most of we do it basically at home.
Basically, home.
Thanks to the help of modern technology,
Yeah.
we can do it home
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
like zero budget basically.
Yeah, I usually just record the bass. I go to Topiaks's like house usually, and we just sit together. And because he's the drummer, he can tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
always corrects, like we do rhythm sections together. Like, no, you have to do it like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
Also-
important that the bass
Yeah.
and drummer
Yeah.
goes like
Yeah.
together, so
Yeah.
there's a spine to the song.
Mm.
Yeah, true. And talking about your live performance, you have a lot of energy, but also the aesthetic as a role. So, for example, that mask, from where it come from, is someone that did it for you, or did you buy from somewhere?
Yeah, it was some custom shop in the internet. I saw it. The thought of using like a mask it wasn't in the beginning necessarily, but it was always in my head like I want to try it. And we had like a few years ago we had a Halloween show at Turku.
Yeah.
I wore like a Slipknot mask, like a replica Slipknot mask, and then I was like, it's kind of like fun to perform in the mask.
Yeah, you released the beast on
Yeah, and I
that
was like,
night on the
okay,
stage.
I want to get like my own style mask and search for like something a bit more unique, and I think I want to like evolve the mask thing at some point, like change. get a
Yeah,
new
you
mask,
added the
yeah,
New
there's
Dawn.
the New Dawn symbol, which is one of our singles that we released a few years ago. With first single with Tuomas when he joined, and Juha made the symbol, so this was added. But yeah, it's like it elevates the performance, like for me personally, and I think it's like it gives us a bit more identity visually that we have something extra and not just like basic T-shirt on stage.
Yeah.
We all wanna like do
some kind like we want our visual style to support the music, so it doesn't have to be like we all have to wear the same thing because our songs are different and we're different, so we each have our own style, but it blends together and it creates that Roju look.
Yeah.
Because you all have different makeup, for example, and kind of a style of dressing. So yeah, it makes sense also if we think about your music.
It would feel weird if we were all in the same uniform.
Yeah, we were in some early days we were talking maybe we should like have like a unified uniform, but then we thought it's kind of maybe cheesy.
No, it doesn't make sense with our music.
Yeah, with our music it doesn't really make sense. We wanna like be like everyone can be their own individual on stage, but bring something else than just regular day clothing.
Yeah. And do you have any other gigs coming now?
Yeah, next Friday on the 18th of this month we play in Lappeenranta, Nuijamies with Sorretun Voima, and after that, I think I can already say it.
Yeah.
26th next month we'll be playing at Varjobaari in Tampere, and after that in June on the 11th we'll be playing at On the Rocks with Sorretun Voima and Altar of Despair, and the day after that, this I cannot say, it's in Jyväskylä anyways, but
Okay.
unannounced show.
yes.
Okay.
But yeah, we have like this North of Hell tour, the volume 1, that is like going on now. So these are all part of the tour.
This show was part of it. We started in Torvi, actually.
Yeah, in Lahti.
Yeah.
And the shows are kind of spread out throughout the year, so they're not like bam 6 weeks straight, but yeah.
It's still a tour
for
us. We'll call it a tour.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't fight us.
Any chance to see you outside of Finland?
Definitely at some point, yeah.
Yeah, we have played one show in Tallinn last year.
Yeah,
with Split Iris and Arkhels.
Yeah. And we have there has been some talks about stuff abroad, but we can't like really announce anything yet.
Yeah, but we're looking forward to it. We really want to see like other countries and meet all new people.
Yeah.
So finger crossed that everything is going to happen.
Yeah, we want to work like towards becoming more international, as we have a lot of listeners like outside of Finland.
Yeah.
According to Spotify, most of our
surprisingly.
listeners are actually not from Finland, so it's
What are the countries that are in the top of
United
Spotify?
States is in the top, like clear top. And it's
way
was
over
surprising.
Finland.
Finland is second, and then there's like
Canada, Germany,
and there's the Great
UK, UK, and
Japan.
Well, there were
some
Japan
yeah.
was kind of at the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
it's
I
spread out.
think we our sound can like go outside of Finland.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But we are at the end of this interview. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like to say something to your fans and people that are watching this?
Well, keep following us. Like as we said, there's new stuff coming and new things happening. So remember to follow us.
Yeah.
We are Roju.
Come see us live.
Come
Yeah,
see us
almost.
live, and thank you for everyone who has listened to us and came to our shows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See you at
thank
the
you.
shows.
Yeah.
Bye.